What if I told you that you could retire on just $1,500 a month, beachfront living included, while others struggle to make $5,000 work back home? Sounds impossible, right? Well, it's not only possible, it's happening right now for thousands of retirees who discovered the secret that financial advisors don't want you to know. In this video, we're revealing the 10 absolute cheapest countries where your retirement dollars stretch further than you ever imagined. We're talking affordable healthcare that rivals what you'd get back home, stunning landscapes that'll make you feel like you're on permanent vacation, welcoming communities where you'll actually want to put down roots, and a lifestyle that most people slave away for decades hoping to achieve. And here's the thing, stick around until the end because our number one pick will genuinely shock you with how far your money can go. We're talking a lifestyle you couldn't afford in the West even if you were making six figures. Welcome to Destination Check, your passport to smarter travel decisions. If you're serious about living your dream retirement without breaking the bank, hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss our insider guides. Trust me, this information could literally save you hundreds of thousands of dollars over your retirement. Now let's dive in. Vietnam. Coming in at number 10, we have Vietnam. And let me tell you, this Southeast Asian gem is redefining what budget retirement looks like. You can live comfortably here on around $1,200 to $1,800 per month, and that's not just surviving, that's thriving. We're talking a modern apartment in cities like Da Nang or Hoi An for around $400 to $600 monthly, utilities that'll barely crack $50, and groceries that cost less than a single restaurant meal back home. But here's what makes Vietnam special. The healthcare system is surprisingly sophisticated, especially in major cities. You can get a full health checkup for under $50, and dental work costs about 70% less than in the United States. The country has invested heavily in medical tourism, which means facilities are modern and doctors are well trained, with many speaking excellent English. A visit to a private doctor will set you back maybe $20 to $30. The weather is tropical and warm year-round. The Vietnamese people are incredibly welcoming to foreigners, and the expat community is booming. You've got access to incredible street food for under $2 a meal, stunning beaches, ancient temples, and a culture that's both fascinating and accessible. Plus, Vietnam is incredibly safe with low crime rates. The only real drawback, the visa situation requires some planning, as you'll need to do visa runs or apply for temporary residence cards. But thousands of expats have figured out the system and are living their best lives. Nicaragua. At number 9, Nicaragua is Central America's best-kept secret for budget retirees. This is where you can genuinely live on $1,000 to $1,500 per month and still enjoy ocean views. Rent for a comfortable two-bedroom home ranges from $300 to $500 monthly, depending on whether you choose colonial cities like Granada or beach towns along the Pacific coast. What makes Nicaragua remarkable is the cost of everything. A full meal at a decent restaurant runs about $5 to $8. Fresh produce from local markets is so cheap you'll think they made a mistake. Utilities, including internet, average around $75 monthly. Healthcare is affordable with a growing number of modern facilities. A doctor's visit costs between $15 and $25, and you can get comprehensive health insurance for around $100 per month. The country offers a retiree residency program that's relatively straightforward if you can prove a monthly income of at least $600 from a pension or Social Security. The climate is tropical with distinct dry and rainy seasons, and you're living in a country with volcanoes, lakes, colonial architecture, and 2 coastlines. English isn't widely spoken outside expat areas, so learning basic Spanish will dramatically improve your experience. The expat community is tight-knit, particularly around Granada and San Juan del Sur, and you'll find plenty of people who've made the leap and never looked back. Albania. Number 8 brings us to Europe, and Albania is the continent's most underrated retirement destination. For $1,200 to $1,700 monthly, you can live in a country that offers Mediterranean climate, stunning coastline, mountain ranges, and a rich history that most travelers completely overlook. Rent in cities like Tirana or coastal towns like Saranda runs $250 to $450 monthly for a nice apartment. Utilities are around $80 monthly, and groceries cost roughly $200 for one person. Albania's healthcare system is developing rapidly with both public and private options. Private healthcare is incredibly affordable. A specialist visit costs around $30, and private health insurance runs about $60 to $100 monthly depending on coverage. The country is remarkably safe, the people are genuinely friendly, and there's a growing expat community discovering what you're learning right now. Here's the insider secret. Albania allows visa-free stays for Americans for up to 1 year, making it one of the easiest European countries for extended living. The food is outstanding, with Mediterranean and Balkan influences. You've got beaches that rival Greece and Italy at a fraction of the cost, and you're centrally located for exploring the Balkans and beyond. The main challenge is that English proficiency varies, though younger Albanians typically speak it well. Infrastructure is improving rapidly, but it's not quite at Western European standards yet. Still, for budget-conscious retirees who want a European lifestyle without the European price tag, Albania is unbeatable. Georgia. At number 7, the country of Georgia, not the state, offers something truly special for retirees. With a monthly budget of $1,200 to $1,600, you're living in a country that sits at the crossroads of Europe and Asia, offering incredible cultural richness, diverse landscapes from Black Sea beaches to Caucasus Mountains, and some of the most unique cuisine you'll ever taste. Rent in Tbilisi, the capital, ranges from $300 to $500 for a modern apartment, while smaller cities like Batumi are even cheaper. Georgia's healthcare system includes both Soviet-era public facilities and modern private clinics. Private healthcare is excellent and affordable. Comprehensive health insurance costs around $80 to $150 monthly, and out-of-pocket costs are minimal. A doctor's visit runs about $25 to $35, and even complex procedures cost a fraction of Western prices. The country has become a hub for medical tourism, particularly for dental work and elective surgeries. What sets Georgia apart is the visa situation. Americans can stay visa-free for up to 1 year, renewable indefinitely. Yes, you read that right. The Georgian government actively welcomes foreign retirees and remote workers. The wine culture here is 8,000 years old, the hospitality is legendary, Georgians treat guests as gifts from God, and you're living in one of the safest countries in the region. The infrastructure is solid, internet is fast and reliable, and Tbilisi has a surprisingly vibrant cultural scene. English is increasingly common, especially among younger people and in tourist areas. The climate varies by region, offering options for those who love heat or prefer 4 distinct seasons. Ecuador. Number 6 takes us to South America, where Ecuador has been a retiree favorite for years, and for good reason. On a monthly budget of $1,200 to $1,500, you're living in a country that offers everything from Amazon rainforest to Andean highlands to Pacific beaches, all in a nation roughly the size of Colorado. Cities like Cuenca and the capital Quito offer colonial charm, modern amenities, and large established expat communities. Rent runs $300 to $500 for a comfortable apartment, utilities cost around $50 to $75, and groceries are incredibly cheap, maybe $150 to $200 monthly per person. Ecuador's healthcare system is highly regarded, with modern hospitals and well-trained doctors, many educated in the United States or Europe. Healthcare costs are so low that many retirees pay out of pocket rather than bothering with insurance. A doctor's visit costs $25 to $35, and comprehensive private insurance runs around $70 to $100 monthly. The country even offers free healthcare to legal residents through the public system, though most expats prefer private facilities for shorter wait times. The retiree visa program is straightforward, requiring proof of at least $1,350 monthly income from a stable source like Social Security or a pension. Ecuador uses the US dollar as its currency, eliminating exchange rate worries. The expat infrastructure is well developed, with English-speaking services, international restaurants, and established communities where you'll easily make friends. The climate in highland cities like Cuenca is spring-like year-round. Think 60s and 70s every day. The only downsides is that Ecuador isn't as politically stable as some options, and if you want beach living, you'll deal with more heat and humidity. But for overall value, safety, and quality of life, Ecuador consistently ranks among the world's best retirement destinations. Bulgaria. At number 5, Bulgaria offers European Union membership at developing world prices. For $1,100 to $1,500 monthly, you're living in an EU country with beautiful Black Sea coast, stunning mountains, rich history spanning thousands of years, and costs that make Western Europe look absurdly expensive. Rent in Sofia, the capital, runs $300 to $450 for a nice apartment, while smaller cities and towns are even cheaper. Utilities average $100 monthly, and groceries cost around $200 for one person eating well. Healthcare in Bulgaria might surprise you. As an EU member, standards are regulated and quality is good, especially in private facilities. Private health insurance costs $50 to $100 monthly, and doctor visits run $25 to $40. Dental work and elective procedures attract medical tourists from across Europe because the quality matches Western standards at 60 to 70% lower costs. Bulgaria also has a long tradition of spa towns with natural mineral springs, wellness on a budget. The country offers a relatively straightforward path to residency through various programs, and after 5 years, you can apply for permanent residency and eventually citizenship. The cost of living is among the lowest in the EU, yet you maintain access to Europe's visa-free travel zone. Bulgarian cuisine is hearty and delicious, the wine is excellent and cheap, and you're living in a country with diverse landscapes and 4 proper seasons. Sofia is increasingly cosmopolitan with growing English proficiency, though rural areas remain primarily Bulgarian-speaking. The main challenges are bureaucracy, this is Europe after all, and infrastructure that's improving but but not quite Western European standard. Still, for EU access on a budget, Bulgaria is unmatched. Colombia. Number 4 brings us to Colombia, a country that's completely shed its dangerous reputation and emerged as one of South America's retirement stars. On $1,200 to $1,600 monthly, you're living in a country famous for coffee, diverse ecosystems, vibrant culture, and some of the friendliest people on the planet. Cities like Medellin and Cali offer modern infrastructure, perfect spring-like weather year-round, and growing expat communities. Rent for a nice apartment ranges from $350 to $550, utilities run about $50 to $80, and you'll spend maybe $200 monthly on groceries. Colombia's healthcare system is outstanding and ranks among the best in Latin America. The country has invested heavily in medical infrastructure, attracting medical tourists worldwide. Private health insurance costs $100 to $200 monthly, depending on age and coverage, and the quality rivals anything you'd find in the United States. Many doctors trained internationally and speak English. A specialist visit costs around $30 to $50. The retiree visa requires proving monthly income of approximately 3 times the Colombian minimum wage, currently around $750 to $900. The expat infrastructure in major cities is well developed with English-speaking services, international schools for those with visiting grandkids, and a social scene that makes integration easy. Colombians are warm, social, and genuinely interested in foreigners. The country offers incredible biodiversity from Caribbean and Pacific coasts to Amazon rainforest to Andean mountains. Coffee culture is serious business, nightlife is energetic, and the music and dance traditions are infectious. Crime has dropped dramatically, though you still need to use common sense in certain areas. Learning Spanish will significantly enhance your experience, though English is increasingly common in expat-heavy neighborhoods. Mexico. At number 3, Mexico hardly needs an introduction, but what you might not know is just how affordable retirement here can be. For $1,300 to $1,800 monthly, you're living in a country with rich culture, incredible food, warm people, and the convenience of being close to the United States and Canada. Popular retirement areas like Lake Chapala, San Miguel de Allende, Puerto Vallarta, and Playa del Carmen offer different vibes: colonial charm, beach lifestyle, mountain settings, all at prices that seem impossible compared to living north of the border. Rent varies by location, but expect $400 to $700 for a comfortable apartment or small house. Utilities run $50 to $100, groceries cost around $200 to $300, and eating out is so affordable you might do it more than you cook. Mexico's healthcare system is excellent, particularly in areas with large expat populations. Private health insurance costs $100 to $200 monthly, depending on age and coverage, and the quality rivals anything you'd find in the United States. Many doctors trained internationally and speak English. A doctor's visit costs around $30 to $50, and dental work costs about half of U.S. prices. Mexico offers a straightforward temporary resident visa for retirees that can lead to permanent residency. The expat infrastructure is the most developed on this list. You'll find English-speaking doctors, accountants, lawyers, and every service you need. The culture is vibrant with festivals, music, art, and traditions that make life feel full and meaningful. You're close enough to visit family easily, and flights back to the U.S. or Canada are frequent and affordable. The proximity means you can maintain your American or Canadian Amazon account, Netflix, and other services without workarounds. The climate varies dramatically by region, so you can choose your preferred weather. The main considerations are that popular expat areas have become more expensive, though still very affordable, and you need to research safety by specific region as it varies significantly. But for overall convenience, quality of life, and value, Mexico remains the top choice for North American retirees. Portugal. Number 2 might surprise you because Portugal is in Western Europe, but hear me out. For $1,500 to $2,000 monthly, you're living in a safe, stable EU country with incredible climate, beautiful coastline, rich history, and a government that actively welcomes foreign retirees. Cities like Porto and Lisbon have gotten expensive, but interior regions and smaller coastal towns still offer great value. Rent ranges from $500 to $800 for a comfortable apartment, utilities run $80 to $120, and groceries cost $250 to $350 monthly. Portugal's healthcare system is excellent, ranked among the best in Europe. As a legal resident, you can access the public system affordably, or private insurance costs $100 to $200 monthly. Healthcare quality is outstanding, and English proficiency among medical professionals is high. The country has become a medical tourism destination, particularly for dental work and cosmetic procedures. The Portuguese are friendly and reserved, crime is low, and the quality of life is exceptional. You're living in Europe with easy access to the entire continent. The food is outstanding, wine is excellent and cheap, and the pace of life is relaxed. Portugal offers several residency pathways for retirees, including the D7 visa for passive income recipients. You'll need to prove financial means, roughly around $1,000 to $1,500 monthly, but the process is manageable. After 5 years, you can apply for permanent residency and eventually citizenship, giving you an EU passport. The climate is Mediterranean with mild winters and warm summers, particularly in the Algarve region. English is widely spoken, especially among younger Portuguese and in expat areas. Infrastructure is modern, internet is fast, and you're living in one of the safest countries in the world. The challenge is that Portugal's popularity has driven up costs in major cities, and bureaucracy can be frustrating. But for European lifestyle, safety, healthcare, and overall quality of life, Portugal offers unbeatable value, especially when you compare it to France, Spain, or Italy. Thailand. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. At number 1, Thailand is the ultimate budget retirement destination. And once you hear the numbers, you'll understand why. For $1,200 to $1,700 monthly, or even less if you're strategic, you're living in a country that offers tropical paradise, incredibly friendly people, outstanding food, excellent healthcare, robust expat infrastructure, and a lifestyle that would cost 3 to 4 times as much anywhere in the West. Cities like Chiang Mai, Hua Hin, or islands like Phuket offer different experiences, but all deliver exceptional value. Let's break down the costs. Rent for a modern condo ranges from $300 to $600, depending on location and amenities, often including pools and fitness centers. Utilities cost around $50 to $80, and groceries run $150 to $250 monthly. But here's the thing, eating out in Thailand is so cheap and delicious that many expats rarely cook. You can get amazing street food for $1 to $3, and a restaurant meal costs $3 to $8. Transportation is incredibly affordable, with local buses, trains, and even domestic flights costing a fraction of Western prices. Thailand's healthcare is world-class and famous for medical tourism. Private hospitals in major cities rivaled the best facilities in the world with cutting-edge equipment and internationally trained doctors. Healthcare costs are 60 to 70% less than the United States. A doctor visit costs $20 to $40, and comprehensive private health insurance runs $100 to $250 monthly, depending on age and coverage. Dental work, cosmetic procedures, and elective surgeries attract people from the globe. Many expats pay out of pocket for routine care because it's so affordable. The retirement visa, called the OA visa, requires being 50 or older and proving financial means of around $25,000 in a bank account or $1,600 monthly income. Once you have it, you can stay year-round with simple annual renewals. The expat community in Thailand is massive and diverse, with established networks, English-speaking services, and people from every corner of the globe. You'll never feel isolated or struggle to find your tribe. Thailand offers incredible diversity. Want beaches and islands? You've got hundreds to choose from. Prefer mountains and cooler weather? Head north to Chiang Mai. Want big city energy? Bangkok delivers world-class cosmopolitan living. The culture is rich and fascinating, Buddhism creates a peaceful atmosphere, and Thai people are genuinely kind and welcoming. The food is arguably the best in the world. Even Anthony Bourdain said so. The weather is tropical year-round, though there are rainy and dry seasons. Here's what nobody tells you. The hidden costs are minimal if you live like a local rather than maintaining a Western lifestyle. Internet is fast and reliable. The country is politically stable despite occasional drama. Crime against foreigners is low. You can find whatever you need from international grocery stores to familiar restaurants to world-class entertainment. The main considerations are that it's far from family back home, requiring long flights for visits. The visa requires planning and financial proof. The climate isn't for everyone, it's hot and humid much of the year, and Thai bureaucracy can be frustrating, though it's manageable. But here's the bottom line. Nowhere else on this list or anywhere in the world offers the combination of value, quality of life, healthcare, safety, infrastructure, and pure enjoyment that Thailand delivers. This is why hundreds of thousands of foreigners have made Thailand their retirement home. This is why people arrive for vacation and never leave. This is why Thailand dominates every best retirement destination list year after year. Your social security check or modest pension can fund a lifestyle here that would require serious wealth back home. That's not hype, that's reality. So there you have it, 10 countries where you can retire like royalty on a budget that wouldn't even cover rent in most Western cities. Whether you're drawn to tropical beaches, European culture, mountain tranquility, or vibrant Latin American energy, these destinations prove that early retirement or budget-conscious living isn't just a fantasy. It's happening right now for smart people who decided to think outside the box. Which country surprised you the most? Drop a comment below and let us know where you'd retire tomorrow if you could. And if you found this valuable, smash that like button and subscribe to Destination Check for more insider travel intel that'll change how you see the world.
Next time, we're diving into the dark side, the countries you should absolutely avoid for retirement no matter how cheap they seem. Trust me, you'll want to see this before making any life-changing decisions. Until then, keep exploring, keep dreaming, and remember, your perfect retirement destination is out there waiting for you.